Welcome to the Cruella show, darling. Welcome, darlings. Welcome. So, everyone wants beef. Everyone wants drama. They want to look at it. They want to laugh at it. Then they want it to be over. I'm never going to show you YouTube drama. I'll show you other people's drama, though. We'll laugh and we'll joke and we'll have a good time, okay? And this one's about Joe Rogan. Now, Joe Rogan is a very good man. He has a very good voice, and sometimes he can get very well mannered or he can get unhinged. So let's take a look. I think he gets unhinged, guys. Shout out to Joe Rogan. Shout out to Fox News.
Joe Rogan laying the smackdown on CNN's Brian Stelter after the whiny hall monitor complained that certain YouTube personalities get more viewers than, well, his network.
Meow, meow.
They were saying, there's people on YouTube right now that get more views than this show. This is because the market is spoken. Right. And your show's terrible. Brian Stelter talking to the press secretary saying, what are we doing wrong? What are we doing wrong? Like, hey, mother, you're supposed to be a journalist.
Gregory, the floor is yours.
Well, okay, so this is, it's very difficult, when your adversary, CNN, is on a downward spiral because you no longer enjoy the spectacle of its demise because we know there are good employees behind the scenes at CNN who don't deserve to be fronted by lying clowns and public masturbators. Whoa. But I want, you got to feel bad about a CNN tech director or hair and makeup, who don't get the same chances that Tubin's got. There are 3 mistakes that CNN makes that they should fix. And I made some notes right here. And I'd like to help you guys. Okay?
Drama.
Be honest, label your commentators as commentators. Our audience knows the difference between me and Bill Hemmer. He's news,
Period.
I'm commentating, and better looking.
Better
There's no
looking.
distinction at CNN between news and commentary, hence why they have no trust.
I have
Because
my own
they
content.
pretend their opinions are facts, and we all know. They also deny the gulf between their own thoughts and what they say. We know what Chris Cuomo really, really thinks outside of his job because we've seen it. He's an example of that phoniness where he acts one way and gets in trouble, and then he's on the news saying something else. We know that hypocrisy. It has been documented. They also have to address their obsession with Fox. Right now, they have 2 employees devoted to watching Fox. Their devotion, though, is in watching us express opinions, not facts, yet they act like we are spouting facts. It's almost as though we are sitting at a bar having drinks and there's an eavesdropper, like a little portly guy with glasses, who's sitting there taking notes going, oh my God, I can't believe they're saying this.
Hat boy.
No, we are just actually, there's no gulf between what we say and what we think. That's why The Five is successful and why CNN is a disaster, is you can see the gulf every time they talk, because they're so damn phony. So now I still feel bad about
And
them,
mine is
but I'm
never
trying to help
made
you
up,
guys.
darling. You're just mad because I can act and you
I know you
can't.
got more.
Yeah, I got a whole book. I'm writing a whole book on CNN. It's called
I'm writing my own
Stelter
book.
Sucks. No, I'm kidding. Because he has a book on Fox.
But Jesse, Brian Stelter has an audience of 1, and it's Jeff Zucker. How's Matt Lauer, by the way? And that's the problem, is that he solely exists as a mouthpiece, a useless, whiny mouthpiece for his boss to try and, hammer us, take us down.
I don't like
they
to
can't beat us.
say Stelter's name because he likes to hear me say his name. So I'm just going to say the CNN guy. And I'm not the same as Greg. I don't like to personally attack by name because I might run into Chris Cuomo at a bar and I don't want to be uncomfortable. Greg would be very uncomfortable if that happened. So I will just say this.
No, I wouldn't.
Well, maybe. I would just say this. Perhaps these guys are cool guys off camera. I don't know them. But he's a snob, Brian Stelter. He's a snob, and he doesn't deserve to be a snob.
He doesn't deserve it, darling.
By trying to look down on someone like
The
Joe
nerve
Rogan,
of
who has
them, the
number 1
scum
show
bucket
on
and his
Spotify, who is
cancer girlfriend.
An anchor of a hit network show who basically covers the UFC from right there in the ring. The guy's career is here, and he's looking down at his little nose at Joe Rogan, who's up here. What is he doing? Stelter could get off a plane, walk through, get a cab, check into the hotel. No one would even know he was in that city. Joe Rogan can go. He can't go anywhere without getting pulled over like that. So why does he get cocky and wag his finger at a platform that he should actually cover as a media reporter? There's all these new platforms that have all these great market shares and are breaking ground, like Rogan is breaking ground. He should actually write good things about Joe Rogan. So I don't know what he's doing over there, and I kind of feel sorry for the guy.
Which one? Rogan?
No, I don't feel sorry for Rogan at all.
Because in this day and age, you get attention by attacking somebody. And that's,
I would never do that.
Oh my God. And I have to always fight
Well,
back.
I always say, if you don't have anything nice to say, come sit next to me.
Period.
And here I am sitting next to you. But I do have some nice
And you
to say.
better
I would
watch
first
your
like to
mouth when you
clarify
talk
that
about
no one is in
Cruella
jail for their
Empress
entire life
Janet.
because they smoked a joint. But there are a lot of people in jail
Shots,
unnecessarily
shots.
for crimes.
You're
that
not getting
shouldn't
out of talking about Stelter.
Oh,
Go
well,
on.
I am. I'm gonna get at
Stelter
it.
Shelter,
And
he's a
I'm the last person on
photo
the panel.
fucker. Go Joe Rogan.
Thank you, Ken Adelia. No. Yeah. Anyway, so as the person on the panel who I think would be on the friendliest terms with these people, I'd like to talk about the substance of Joe Rogan's criticism, which is about not recognizing the strength of these alternative platforms, which really is where everything is going, right? Everyone has created a streaming service. We have Fox Nation. They're creating CNN Plus for a reason. Chris Cuomo and Don Lemon have a new podcast coming out, right? Because they're moving to alternative forms. And that really is.
Can you imagine that?
I think you can listen to it next week.
Oh my God.
They're sending it to Gitmo. They're replacing it. Very exciting.
But that really is, I mean, Jesse's right about that Joe Rogan is reaching hundreds of millions of people all across the world. He has, a bigger bank account than anyone could hope to, who certainly has a TV show. I mean, I wish everyone success at this table, but that's just the way that it is. And that people hate traditional models and they want to hear alternative points of view in an unfettered environment where they say what they mean.
Rogan picked up on what Stelter was saying because it's the same attitude about Fox News. They want to essentially, they can't win at anything unless there's no competition. That's right. How much they suck. And so that's kind of the nut of it. And Rogan gives a damn about people being able to speak their minds because he's a comedian and he's friends with Chappelle, he's witnessing the death of comedy, or was, until these men with screw you money step up and say, you know what, nothing's off limits. We're going to talk about all of it. Even if Brian Stelter gets upset.
Yeah. Well, CNN took a lot of heat when they started from network news organizations. They're like, news doesn't belong in cable. It's like conservatives.
Some people don't belong on the YouTube.
News. And they were proven wrong. So they should sit down and read about it and try and figure out with curiosity, why is this working instead of poo-pooing it? It's like listening to Janet Yellen rail against Bitcoin.
Woo-hoo!
She doesn't understand it.
Everybody
it's
says
the
my
same thing
name.
with all these institutionalists who have a hard time with cryptocurrency because younger people are sick of centralized banking and fiat currency, and they want something new that they are in control of. It's the same thing with podcasting and non-traditional media.
I know. I've been talking to young people come up to me all the time and go, what's up with fiat currency?
Exactly right. You go to some of these libertarian conventions, they will say that.
Oh, I know. That's why I don't go.
I know. I like 20-something the gold standard bag. Ahead, you can.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.
Period. And that's how that ends right there. And thank you, everyone, for watching the drama. And that's good drama. That is good content. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe. I have another channel, Empress Janet, and another one, and another one, and another one. Fellowships Online Funhouse. Check me out. Guys, make sure your drama is worth your time, honey, because you're not worth my time, darling. You're done out here. You're done out here.